Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer. Today, I'm just going to do a little show and tell, if you don't mind. I wanted to show you what I've been making the past week. It's a lot of littles because after premiere week I was exhausted. And I still wanted to crochet, I still wanted to make stuff, but I did not have the energy to get into another big project. But I do have one big project that actually made my hands hurt so bad. Just from, it being a big project. I got hair in my mouth. So, let's get started. Now, as you know, I was doing premiere week and I had some bloom left over. And it was in the color hydrangea. And I had an idea while I was making the Elena scarf to make it very small and make it a cowl. Because if you fold the Elena pattern over, because it's like an arrow, it actually will perfectly fit into itself. So the two ends will fold and connect. So I wanted to make a cowl. And I had to block this because it was curling so bad. It was like a long sausage. It was just a tube. It was just a tube. So I had to block it, but it still wants to curl a little bit. But that's because I did this in single crochet instead of double crochet. And I crocheted it rather tightly because I really, really wanted the patterning to come out. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. This is just the idea behind the Elena wrap, except single crochet, and instead of doing 3 together on the sides, I did 2 together on the sides. And then I did a different increase in the middle. So there's my Elena cowl. Isn't that pretty? And see, it wants to curl, but that's alright because it's a cowl, it can curl. And then had just a little scrap left over. I was like, well, maybe I'll make a hat, but I didn't have enough to make like a whole hat. So we're going to call this a hipster hat to where it only goes on the back of your head. But I still think it's cute. Of course, I have slippery hair, so it will probably have to be pinned on. But isn't that pretty? I thought it was a cute little set. So, that's what I did with my leftover scraps from my Elena wrap. Isn't that pretty? That makes me feel pretty. Oh. Alright, now, what I have next is in this project bag, which is my cactus bag. And it is a wearable. I wanted to make, now this is probably going to surprise a lot of you. I wear a bikini in the pool. Okay? I call it my fat-kini. And hey, I don't care. I don't care what anybody's opinion of that is. I love my bikini and I rock it. I wanted to have like a little cover up because I will have a pool up here in the next coming weeks, and I don't care about wearing the bikini in my own backyard because I really don't care what the neighbors think. But like, I have been self-conscious wearing it in public at like the water parks or at like a pool at a hotel or anything, and I don't want to be self-conscious anymore. I just don't like the idea of being self-conscious. I think it's stupid. Like, who cares what other people's opinion is when it comes to your body and what you wear on it? So to make myself feel more confident in public and to be able to wear my fat-kini in public, I wanted to make like a cover up for the pool just to wear around the pool in a public setting, because I probably won't wear this at home. But this is my own design and I am not writing the pattern for this. I'm not. Because quite frankly I messed it up a little bit, but you can't even tell. This is all one piece. This is all one piece. Here's the front. Let me try it on for you. This is all one piece. And I just figured, is this not gorgeous? This is almost too beautiful to be a pool cover up. I might wear this because it's beautiful. It's all one piece. I crocheted like this piece, and it goes all the way down my back, all the way up and over. So it's really long. I measured it to go from almost the back of my knee to the front of my knee, covering my body. So it's really long. And I just did like a shell stitch, kind of, well, not even a shell stitch. Kind of like a split granny shell. Okay. You can use any stitch you want for this. Any kind of shell pattern, lacy pattern. Crystal from Bag a Day has some amazing projects that look like this type of stitch. And I just did one long panel, and then in the back I made like a spine, and instead of going all the way this length, I just cut it in half. Well, a little less than half, so that it doesn't like hit my neck. And then I chained the correct amount of chains, which I don't know, was like 130, because it was like 260 starting chain. And then this side was 130 because it was almost half, give or take. And then I finished off the pattern. I folded it in half and I seamed it. See that? I seamed it up the sides, and I have this gorgeous cover up. I am so proud of this. I am so proud of this. I do not make a lot of wearables. I don't. And when I do, it's usually just it's hard to find plus size patterns that fit my body. And I know that a lot of you feel that way. A lot of you have that problem. So I just encourage you to try stuff. This literally is just, the pattern is like shaped like this. So it's this panel and this panel, and then the spine is attached here. And then I folded it in half and I seamed it. That's all I did. That's all I did. Dina from Dina's Homespun Fun is notorious for making stuff like this. Like she makes all kinds of wearables. All kinds of wearables. Okay, the rest of this stuff is just littles. But I wanted to show you what I made because, you know, it was fun. One of my beautiful patrons in my, they're not a patron, they don't buy anything. One of the members of my Facebook group posted this, and this is, she made a hot pad. I just made this into a washcloth. She said it was on YouTube, so I hurried up and searched it because it reminded me of the Divine hat that Rose from Rose Likes Crochet is always making. I think it's probably the same starting pattern. But I saw this and I was like, that's going to be a washcloth for my bathroom. Isn't that beautiful? I will link the tutorial for this below. It is an amazing and quick tutorial. It's so easy and it's so beautiful. Look at that. I just love that. I love that. So I'm probably going to make more of these in the future because I just bought some more cotton as if I needed it, but I love it. Even the back is pretty. Isn't that pretty? There's the front. There's the back. That's a beautiful washcloth, and it's got a good texture to it. And then I got on a washcloth kick, and this one's hideous. This one is ugly. But I was using scraps, and it's got a bobble stitch, and then it's got like the raised back loop only triple crochet thingy, and then some of the cross back double crochets from the cowl I showed you guys on last Wednesday. And then I ran out of red, so I had to add yellow in. It's ugly. This will probably be a dishcloth because it's ugly, but you know, the ugly ones go in the kitchen for the dishes, the pretty ones go in the bathroom for the bathroom. This is a bathroom one. And this is front loop, back loop, double crochets. That's all it is. So front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. That's all it is. Double crochets. But it was pretty. It was pretty. And I really like the textured ones. And then this one has some star stitches. Am I showing you the correct side? Yeah. It's got some star stitches in there. Star stitch is like one of my favorites. It's got star stitch here, star stitch here. It's one of my favorite stitches. I just think it's so pretty. And then we got this one. This is, I know you guys wanted a review on this yarn. This is the Creme de la Creme yarn from Coats and Clark's. It was part of the Red Heart sale, and I told you guys I would give you guys a review. This yarn is so soft. This cotton is amazing. Look at the color. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I made up a funky pattern that goes with this. I don't even remember how I did it. I just made up some weird stitch. And then I made a matching face pad. And I always like to put like a strip here on the back for you know, so it goes on your hand properly. Then you can wash your face, match your poo-poo. And then I had some of this. This yarn is scented. It is sugar and cream or lily and cream. It's one of those, but it's the scent, so it smells like aloe. And it just, I love the way that smells. It's hard to work with sometimes because it gets so strong. Like, I can't use the lavender, but the aloe is not as strong. But it smells so good when it's done. For a limited time, it smells good. But and then I put some baubles and some raised stitches. That's all I did. Baubles and raised stitches. And while I had that yarn out, I made a turtle. But he's a scrubby. See? This is the Premier washi yarn. So it's really rough and scratchy for your dishes. I have one in there for my dishes already, but this one's just going to be for decoration, probably in my bathroom because he's cute and he's scented. Isn't he cute? Little turtle. The pattern for this, the pattern for this is on Premier's website in their patterns, Turtle Scrubby. But the one that they have on their website has bumps and puff stitches in a different color on his back, which is the one that I have in the house. I didn't look up the pattern, I just went by memory for this one. So this one is different and does not have the bumps or the puff stitches, but I just thought he was really cute. Isn't he cute? I love turtles. Little scrubby. Little scrubby. And while I had the washi yarn out, I made some flowers. And these are the centers are scrubbies. This one I held two together because I had a little bit of yellow left over from this one and from the other washcloth. And so I held it together with the washi for this center. Isn't that pretty? And my husband thought these were coasters, so I'm like, this could totally be a coaster. It's just, you know, it's got that little funkiness in the middle. And then I made this one and I held two together for the center. And there's patterns for these all over the internet. So if you want to make one of these heart or these flowers, this is really easy to make. And then I used a little bit of the yellow for the center here, and then I had this variegated. And then this is the last thing I made. Is a blue one. And this one is not held together too with anything. It is just the straight washi. And some people have a hard time seeing this because it's kind of like the fun fur. It's really like furry when you work with it. I do, instead of single crochets, I do half double crochets so that I can feel the stitch definition a little more, and I can feel where the holes are to crochet in. And I use a little bit of a bigger hook. I think I used either a 5.5 or a 6 for this. And see, these are all different sizes. All different sizes. I didn't really follow a pattern. I kind of just winged it. So you can do the center any size you want, and then I think I just followed the in the round pattern to where I did, you know, like I think I started with 8 half double crochets and then 16. So that would be 2 half double crochets in every stitch, and then the next row do 2 and 1, and then 1, and then 2 and 1, and then 1, and then the next row will be 3 and 2 and 1, then 2. You guys know how to work in the round. I'm confusing myself and I'm confusing you. So that has been what I have made this week. These dogs keep hitting the tripod. They keep running through. There's openings on both sides of the tent so that the dogs can get in and out. Otherwise, they jump on the mesh. So they keep coming in one door, running under the tripod, and running out the other door, even though they have all of this backyard. Isn't this pretty? I'm so proud of this. Alright, guys. I am going to end this here because I have one more video to film for the week. And then I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to upload and edit everything. And, you know. So, alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.